Oh, I've got a great one for you today. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever it is, good day to you. So today we're going to talk about an arcade. What do I mean? Well, maybe in 2021 we can actually build our own arcade. Maybe I've got one in my shed. So I'm just going to take you out there to show you my arcade. Oh yeah, I don't have an arcade in the garden at all. It's all too expensive. Realistically, none of us can really afford to build or have our own arcade. Not yet anyway. Maybe if YouTube takes off, you know, like and subscribe, maybe give me the money to make my own arcade. But in the meantime, let me show you a fantastic bit of software which basically create your own virtual arcade. Bit of punching bag, bit of bowling. If that interests you, then stick around. There you are. Give me a few minutes, guys. I just need to get myself sorted out. I'll meet you over there. Okay guys, let's get started. So here we go in New Retro Arcade. As you can see here, it's a little bit of a cyberpunk type feel in this very cool looking environment. So I'll move over here. You can see here. Yeah, very funky. Very funky. Here you can pick up your gun. Oh, this is where I struggle. So for here, I'm going to go into single player. In here you've got the classic view. This is basically a smaller arcade, or you've got the neon. I kind of like the neon. It's a bit more funky, a bit more cool. So let's go into neon. So yeah, once you load in here, this is pretty cool. So you start in the corridor, you go around here. There you go. A little bit of peppy. You probably recognise these change machines. They look super realistic. Got the shine on it. All I need now is to be able to put my money in. And this is where it gets really cool. So down here, as you can see, you've got all the arcade games. Now when you just get this out of the box, you've got to customize it. Otherwise you wouldn't get the real actual games. So I've downloaded all the game ROMs and set them all up. And as you can see, it's got all of the pictures. So here we've got PacMan. How cool is this? WWF. Double Dragon, Frogger, Asteroids. Over here we've got Outrun, Gauntlet, Commando, a little bit of Doom, Rampage. As you can tell, you can obviously hear the noise of the arcades in here, so it really adds to the environment. So if I just go over here, I can have a little go on PacMan. Walk up to it and click the button. As you can see here, by using my controllers, as I move them around, you can see the stick moving. Look, there we go. And if I press some of the buttons, you can even see, there you go, you can see the button. Just put some credits in and let's start. No! Ah, you son of a bitch. So that's a bit of PacMan. As you can see there, you can play this game while standing in an arcade environment, and you really feel like you stood in an arcade because of the noises around you. Come down here. There we go, got a little bit of Robocop. Again, I'll have a little play of that. Controls, oh, there we go. Here you've got the Game Boy. So this is actually quite cool. So if I pick this with both hands, and now Kirby's Dream Land can sit in here and actually play a Game Boy. Oh, sugar. Oh, I don't even know what I'm doing. Over here, got a little bit of, who knows these from the arcades, bit of basketball. Look at this. Oh, rubbish. I'm about as good at... Honestly, I'm better in real life. Come on, man. Yes. Oh, come on, man, you're rubbish. They haven't quite got gravity right. I feel like you've got to really push it hard. So that's that. Over here, who remembers these from the older fairgrounds? Let's give this a go, shall we? Oh God. Knock myself out in a minute. Oh, rubbish. Yes. So I've got to say the feeling in here is really, really, really cool. Can't really explain it unless you get in here. Bit of bowling. Oh, this isn't going to work well, is it? I'm going to knock myself out on front of my desk. How do I do this? There we go. Ah, rubbish. You don't want me on bowling night. Come on. Ah. And over here, look, you can even see whack-a-mole. Woohoo. Oh. Ready? Oh, you little piece of... Yes, come on. 10 left. Cheers. Right, how do we do this? Right. Oh. 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 Look at the shadows on the floor. Nice. Over here. You alright, buddy? What's going on down there? There you go. You're welcome. Oh, I'm really thirsty. Could do with a Coke. Yeah, Coke. Oh, rubbish. What's this? How do I get rid of that? Get off me. Look at this over here. Etch-a-sketch. Does this actually work? Oh yeah, look at this. Oh man. I remember these days. How did anyone actually draw on this? It's literally the crappiest thing I've ever played on. I used to love it when I was a kid. Oh. I'm actually sweating in there. FYI, it is ridiculously hot outside and I'm actually sweating in this headset. So anyway, let's go back to some of the arcades. So Streets of Rage 2 in here, 1942. All of these games in here are completely playable. Every single one's a real ROM that I've got off the internet, but I do own most of the originals. I obviously don't have an arcade, but I do have them on things like NES. I don't know whether that makes this illegal or not, but whatever. All these posters, they already came with it. Over here, Last Action Hero, The Matrix. And in here is a cinema room. Quite cool, right? Just a bunch of VHS tapes. So I've actually set these up myself. So I've got some VHS tapes here. One's like 90s Megamix, The Real Slim Shady. Obviously I'm a Eminem fan. Over the Top, who remembers that from the 80s? Let's put that on. Over the Top. Over the Top. Bit of Stallone. And you got your player here. Remember that, look, VHS? Over the Top! Let's go sit back here, a bit easier to see. So the cinema room's quite cool. If only these things were actually edible, that would be nice, wouldn't it? Nom nom nom. Oh. Come on, Sly. Over the Top. Oh no. He lost. Prick. Let's go put on any other room. So that's the cinema room. Really cool. I'd say one of the downsides is I don't think I've worked out how you can sit down. That'd be quite cool. But I guess you could just sit on a real chair and position yourself and sit in here and watch whatever you want to watch. In here, you've got your little hangout room, some darts, disc hockey. Is it disc hockey? All playable. You can play all of these. All right. So let's go over here. We can put on a bit of Real Slim Shady in here. Yeah. It even looks like a CIT. You can see like the little lines coming down. Right, let's turn that off. Pause it. On this TV, you've got a NES built in. So I've got some cartridges built in here. So as you can see, I've got Robocop 2, a bit of Donkey Kong, what's that, Bomberman. Let's put on a bit of Donkey Kong. So go over here, place that in here. And I've got to pick up this controller. Who ever played this when you were a wee lad? I'm genuinely sweating here. I'm gonna kill myself. Oh, right. Can't cope. So anyway, NES. You can play the NES here. Again, got more cartridge games over here. Look, tons of the things going on. Star Wing again, Super Mario Kart, Super Mario World. You can play all of these games. You can just stand here or sit here and play away on your TV. Another Game Boy in this room. Don't know if you can play the guitar. Again, disc hockey. Be cool in multiplayer this, I think, because... Alright, let's work out how to do this. Am I facing the right way? Yeah. Look, it actually behaves like a real... Problem is, it's now over there, isn't it? Over here, bit of darts. Oop. Oh. Yes. Oh, bullseye. Is that a bullseye? Working out the controls. That's a bullseye. Daddy. So I've come over here, up the corridor. As you can see, it's a really big building. I'm knackered. Over here. Oh, I'm gonna have another Coke. Oh, whatever, it's Pepsi. More arcade machines. Over here, the NBA Jam. Again, all completely playable. Tekken 2, Space Invaders. Altered Beast. A Tetris. And a bar. Right, let's have a go on a Time Crisis, shall we? So I think this is easier than probably Emu VR, definitely. Feels a bit more, I don't know, actually, just feels like I'm actually in an arcade. Just wrapping this up a little bit. You've got Gameboys to play, you've got all your arcade machines in here, you've got bowling, darts, air hockey, you've got everything you really, really need. Really, really feel like you're actually in an arcade. So overall, a fantastic piece of software, but it is really, it takes time. So you're going to need to put some time aside, and I'm talking a fair few hours to set this up, download the right stuff, and make sure it works. Over the top! Still playing. So guys, what do you think? Your own arcade, with your own cinema room, with your own private hangout area to play a bit of NES. Does it get better than that? Seriously? This is what VR was invented for. I think the only downside, probably to, obviously an arcade like this, is all the ROMs, of course, can be considered piracy if you don't actually own them. And that's a real problem for, obviously, big software developers, but this is surely exactly what VR was for. Recreating your childhood memories, recreating an arcade where you can literally come in here and play all these games like you were, you know, in an arcade. It's amazing. Like, really, really amazing. Not only that, playing arcade games, you can come down here and just bowl a little bit. Seriously, how cool is that? This software is only $14.99, and okay, there's a lot of setup. It's not out of the box. It's not just going to buy it and run. You've got to do some work on it. But it's worth it. Well then guys, that is a fantastic, fantastic piece of software. I like genuinely can't express how good it is to go inside an arcade and just play these games that you haven't played for years and you actually feel like you're in an arcade. Going into a cinema room. Now admittedly it's a ridiculously hot day outside, so I'm sweating buckets. Not a good time to play VR. But I can't recommend it enough. So again, thanks for watching guys. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. If you didn't like the video, just like and subscribe anyway. What have you got to lose? See you in the next one.